Alright, I'm in Fusion. I have this part which I have named File 2. As you can see, I can hide the data panel or open the data panel. In the data panel, I have folders 211, and then within that 2324, and within that a couple of files. This is File 2. I want to change the name of this file, so I'm going to right click on it and click Rename. Make it File 2.1. And press Enter. Now that's renamed. I'm going to go ahead and hide the data panel. I want to make an engineering drawing or a shop drawing for this part. I'm going to select New Drawing and From Design. I get this window. I'm going to change this to ASME. And I'm going to select A size paper, 11 by 8.5. There's also 8.5 by 11, but I'm going to select 11 by 8.5. Alright, I get a new tab, and I get this piece of paper. Now there are some things I can look over here. It starts me off trying to drop in a view of this part. And the orientation it gives is front. You can select a different view if you want. I'm going to select top. There's also a scale here that can be changed. I'm going to go with 5:1, and there are different styles. All of this can be changed later. I'm going to go ahead and drop in this view and click OK. Now the first thing I want to look at is the title block. As you can see, I'm going to zoom in here, several things have already been filled in on the title block. For example, the scale is in there. It's drawn by my name, today's date. The project is that first folder I had, and there's the title, File 2.1. But I want to edit some other things. I'm going to click on this until it turns blue, right click, and click Edit Title Block. I'm going to click OK. Now, in editing the title block, I can change what these things actually are. The only one I want to change right now, as an example, is code. I'm going to change that to material. Now I can come and double click on the title block instead of right clicking, and I can type in the material I want. The revision number, it doesn't have anywhere to pull that. I'm going to go with revision 0 drawing number. You can enter what you want. If I want to change this title, I can do that also instead of letting it pull from the file name. If you want to put something in for approved, checked, and so on, you can. If you want to completely redesign the title block, again, select it so it's blue, right click. You can go New Title Block or Edit Title Block, draw in the lines where you want, and put in the information that you want. Getting back to the drawing, I want some views in addition to this one. I'm going to select this projected view, select this view, drop in the projected view there, drop in a projected view there, and if you want, you can put in an isometric view if that's wanted. Put in the views I want. I'm going to press Escape. I'm going to move this view down a little bit, and you can see that the other views follow. I'm going to double click on this view. I'm going to change its scale from 5:1 to 2:1. And I'm going to change the style to shaded. Then I'm going to decide that I don't actually want this view or this view. So I'm going to right click on this and delete it. Select both of these, click OK. I need to add some dimensions. I'm going to come up here and click Dimension. I'll drop that dimension in there, that dimension in there, that dimension in there, and this dimension here. Now let's go ahead and save this because I haven't done that yet. Now let's say at this point I realize that this should not be 6 millimeters, that it should be 5. I don't change that here. I go back to the file, edit this extrusion, change that to 5 millimeters, save this file, and then go back to the drawing. You can see it says warning, changes have been made, but I can update the drawing with the button in the application bar. So I'm going to press that button up there, and the drawing updates, and this changes to 5 millimeters. Now let's say that I want to put tolerances in. I'm going to double click this dimension, brings up this box, and I'm going to select tolerances. There are different kinds of tolerances. I'm going to select symmetrical and give it a plus or minus 0.1 millimeters. Now with the model here under File, we had an export option. That is not available for the drawing, but I can export a PDF. Let me go ahead, I only have one sheet, so I'm going to do all sheets. I'm going to tell it to open the PDF and click OK. It asks where I would like to save that. I'm going to select Save to my computer and point it at the desktop. And here's the PDF that it created.